A very happy morning to every one of you. Guys, today we are going to see the newspaper name The Hindu. And today's date is August 30, 2025. And today we are going to see only the geopolitical point of view. And guys, before starting into this information, I want to just make an apology to yourself. Because literally for the few days I was so much outside, so I couldn't upload the videos properly. So from here onwards, I won't do like this kind of mistakes. And without wasting time, let us get started. Welcome to my channel. My name is Newspaper. Let's get started. So the first information I want to just say is it's given in the front page. You can see GDP growth quickens to 5-quarter high of 7.8%. Guys, first of all, why without telling the geopolitical point of view, why you are just telling this? Because this is so much important thing. Because I think so you would have seen about the India's recent visit in the Japan. So on the other thing is you can see the PM was immediately the entire India will become third largest economy weeks after Trump's debt sweep. You can see because Trump has called the India's dead economy and Indian economy continental grow and the Indian since India is doing a lot of trade dealing with Russia. India is such a dead economies and so don't it means no companies want to invest in India. So but you can see entirely the GDP growth rate was entirely in opposite because each and every it means the especially the name country USA goes against the India completely. But you can see instead of going in a depleted way of the GDP growth rate, literally 7.8% high it had been shown because we can just see in one point and also in another point. And why this kind of Trump's it means this kind of Japan is so much important. You can see whenever in USA is imposing a lot of sanctions against a country, the country's growth rate will also so much decline because I think so you would have seen about the palm oil and hydroxychloroquine medicines during the corona pandemic time. So during the time Trump has initially imposed a lot of sanctions against the India as well as the Malaysia. So the Malaysia agreed and even though the loss of the palm oil has been occurred to the entire Malaysian country itself, okay, we will just give a lot of palm oil to the USA. Like that they have just agreed. Instead, suppose if they have just put sanction on Malaysia, I mean Malaysia can't grow. But you can see as the India does not do like this. Because even though the USA imposed a lot of sanction against India, you can see the India's GDP growth continuously increases. Because if you have one main hero means you should have one main villain. So how a hero's power, how a hero's the ability, the aura should be shown. Because if you had a powerful villain means the aura comes outside. So same it has because you can see the India stands for such a long duration of time. You can see the British Empire, a lot of other Muslim territory occupation, Christian territory occupation, a lot of other kind of religious occupation. Each and every time India showed its worthiness. So that's the main thing. India is also standing one step ahead of all other countries. Okay, I think so. You got to understand. But the other question is this thing entirely true thing? Because 7.8% some people tell the India is predicting in a negative way, in a false way, like a false way approach. It may be, guys, because we definitely not sure. Because why I'm just telling is during the last 6 to 8 years, 6 to 8 months, the mining sector was so much drastically depleted. Even the mining sector couldn't boost up so much, and the electricity generation within the India itself couldn't reach up to that level. And simultaneously, when you see about lot of manufacturing sector, especially the person, the workers has been it means gone towards China because China called that lot of it means brilliant Chinese workers towards the China side, and a lot of rare earth elements, a lot of technological components things, a lot of semiconductors, even though the mining machines was not given to the India. So lot of thing is been there, but 7.8% is literally a good thing because they may be it means shown as a positive approach also. But let me give you a question. How is your point of view? Because 7.8% in my point of view is okay, but it shows the how much the India has the potential. But the real question is it the true value? You have to check it out. Okay. So next thing, because this 7.8%, I'll just interconnect with all of geopolitical information. So the next thing you can see, guys, the third largest economy and the 7.8%. Wow, literally at the same time the entire India has been told while it is Narendra Modi and you can see Shigeru Ishiba. So the Japanese Prime Minister, while they have a meeting, he have literally told this. That too is the Japan because we have just overtaken the Japan and we are the fourth largest world economy and soon we will reach the Germany position. And you can see it means declaring the India economy will very soon. Okay, that's one of the good thing. And the other thing is you can see Japanese economic companies has invested more than 40 billions. Wow, literally such a huge amount, but this will definitely improve so much. And you can see only in 2 years alone, guys, they are in private investment. So government investment that's a good thing, but private company comes and investment that's a so much good thing because and foreign direct investment is so much important when we compare with the government to government business deal. But this is a private company. It means a lot of Japanese private organization comes and it means puts a lot of investment in India. That's a good thing. And this is the other kind of thing you can also see. It means the other person also saying, I don't care what India does with Russia. they can take their debt economies down together. India had subsequently described the US penalty as unreasonable. But in case of very best case scenario, definitely US, it means India won't impose lot of any kind of sanctions or any kind of tariff or like that within the against the USA. But definitely India will strengthen its relationship with a lot of other countries. Instead of believing the only USA, because instead of going the monopoly, India will just multiply its branches. For example, a tree you may see, a tree may have different branches, but the root is one. So instead of depending on the only USA, the India is going to depend on entire different countries. So definitely here the BRICS will come, and now the China's and the India's relationship will be so much boosted upon. And not only China, with Russia, Japan, and Australia, a lot of other things. Because recently the Australian Prime Minister also told, I'll just say in the other kind of information. Recently Australia also told we will share a lot of mining. It means a lot of rare earth elements, a lot of critical uranium components, critical uranium minerals to India also. Because if the USA tariff tension is going on, definitely we'll do like that. So like that, the entire Australia government has been told, means you can see how much the power is India. Because India has the only capability, guys. Without it means without India, the world order can't be. Okay, we can just go to the next information. We can see this one. So it means this is a normal thing, because I just told about the Ranil Wickremesinghe thing, as he was just discharged, and because a week after arrest, you can see a week after arrest, Ranil Wickremesinghe was discharged from the hospital. So this is a light of funny thing, because definitely you would have seen in a lot of movies and how they will come and admit in hospital during any kind of any arrest warrant or during kind of any other thing has been imposed on the person. They will come and tell that I have a heart attack and heart blockage is there and blood problems and sugar release, like that they will just tell and come and admit in the hospital. So same like that, it has been occurred because a week after the arrest, Ranil Wickremesinghe discharged from the hospital. That's it. So the other thing you can see, Donald Trump threatens to deploy national guards to more in US cities. So I think so you would have known about this kind of issue, because the person who was placed under the Biden's administration, now the Donald Trump is kicking them out, because your guys are appointed during the Biden administration, but in my administration, no person should be there. So this is a negative point of view, but let us see what's going to happen. And a little bit of other information I will also just see it. I'll just tell you in other kind of videos. So on that time you can just have a good understanding. The thing where it is, you can. This is also one of the good information, because you can see Russian president to set visit to India in December. Because literally this will be one of the so much goodest thing that will be occurred. Because if the Russian president visits, because I think you would have known about the Alaska and how the Alaska was been given to the USA and how what are the other complicated thing, I would have already explained to you. And within a 1 minute duration, I'll just tell, because at the time Alaska, it means here the Alaska was means here the entire thing Russia was there, and here the Canada was there. So at the time Canada, it means Russia had a lot of problems with and territorial disputes with the Ottoman Empire, because here the Ottoman Empire is there. So a lot of forces has been implemented on this Ottoman Empire, and the issues you would have known. And at the time the Russian forces was so much lesser. So during that time, to have a good relationship, to have a good enhancement with the USA, this Alaska was being given to the USA. At that time what happened, the Canada had a desire to capture the entire Alaska. So if they capture the Alaska, means definitely it will be a bigger issue to the Russia, and it means the power, the stability of the Russia will so much decrease. So they gave this entire Alaska to the USA for the friendship benefit. But literally this has been turned against the Russia itself. And I think so that's why the Russia, it means the USA has chosen this Alaska for the meeting. And definitely if Russian president comes and visit the Vladimir, it means India, means it will be so much good thing, because because definitely the oil discount will occur and some kind of any weaponry things will occur. So but mainly instead of going to New Delhi will be a good visit, but definitely any kind of like the China and India, what they have just did this, so they have just visited the Mahabalipuram. So I think so you would have seen that one. So during I am not about the exact date, but during the 2020 before, so the Chinese president Xi Jinping has visited Tamil Nadu in a particular location in Chennai. So during that time they have just visited their temple, which was been built for so much long duration of time. So like that time, any kind of tourist place, definitely both the person will meet and both the person will have the conversation. So it will be a good thing. So we need to just see and look upon it. And you can see the meeting, it means Modi, it means Putin also met, it means Modi in the summit in China and Monday. So completely a lot of other things, because now definitely SEO organization is there, and after the Japan visit, Modi is also going to visit the SEO. So you can see how the world is continuously changing, guys. It's like a rapid growth, because before it was entirely USA dependent, but now it is going against the USA and going towards the world. It means not a monopoly, it's a multipolar world. So this will be a good thing. And you can see the next one. India and China must collaborate for stable economic order. Oh, wow, what a super thing. You can see this thing has been just told by Modi in the Japan. So because in the before days, what happened? Japan has just put an allegation against China because Chinese government has started to drill. It means started to construct and also started to drill oil mining fields in the South China Sea. So during that time, Japan has just raised the issue that China you should not do like this kind of thing. So after the China has they like it means they have just opposed it. We have just committed any kind of mistake. But you can see Modi being in Japan and telling it means the India no Japan, it means India and China must to work collaborate to ensure the world economic order. I mean, you can see how much powerful the India is because going into a friendly condition and the friend condition it means India is going to the friend country as Japan, and Japan is and China is having a border relation, lot of problems, and the India goes in Japan and prices about the China means you can see how much the Japan and the India friendship is there. Because at this time that definitely the China's friendship must be needed to every countries, not only to India but also to the Japan and also there's a lot of other countries also. And you can see India and China what to bring stability. Okay, that's a good thing. And one of the other most important things you can see is India and China as a neighboring countries, largest nation on the earth. Wow. And the other thing is it means Shanghai Corporation invitation, and since my meeting with the Xi Jinping in the Kaizen last year, and the progress steady because the continuous everything has been changing, guys. So definitely it will be a good, it means it will be change the entire world after a few days, because suppose if the Trump hadn't realized this mistake means definitely the entire USA will go into a negative point of view only. So this is one of the other thing you can see Tokyo to advanced it means low carbon technology project. So definitely this will be one of the good things because at the recent times you can see the India and the national economic thing as just told, it means national determined contribution, they have just told its GDP, it means what to say means GDP emission should be so much increase, and as well as the CO2, it means the outlet of the CO2 must be reduced so much, and you can see creating an additional carbon sink of 2.5 to 3 billion tons of carbon dioxide equivalent to by 2030 by through afforestation. Wow, this is such a good thing because as well as I think so you would have known about the biochar. So it's like I think whenever we burn the wood or whenever we burn any kind of fossil fuel at the lot of it means at the end product we will get it means asphalt like, so like the kind of black char like that, it's entirely made of carbon, but this thing has only 50 to 50% of carbon. 50% carbon is there and 50% carbon is not there, so we can use this as a carbon means absorption thing. This will be one of the good thing, and as well as we need to increase the it means the oceaning capacity because ocean has lot of huge command, it means tremendous capacity to absorb the carbon dioxide. But one of the main thing is we need to have zooplanktons and photoplanktons in a lot way because these zooplanktons and these photoplanktons do consume lot of carbon dioxide because it's like a food to them, which means 50% food is carbon dioxide and 50% food is the natural minerals available in the ocean. So we need to increase the, it means we need to increase the protection and the life cycle of the zooplankton and the photoplankton. So that will give a good, it means a good infrastructure for the carbon dioxide absorption. So I think so you can understand. So after that, I think so a lot of things you would have also known. So we can just go to the next information. Okay, we can just directly go into the Indian Express. We can see this the GDP growth is 7.8%, and because you can see the India and Japan unveils 10-year economic roadmap. Wow, that's a good thing because I think so you would have known about it means E10, the bullet train, and because E5 and E3 and E5 will be just done in the entire India. But this will be one of the good thing because if this kind of thing has been occurring, India can show its prominence, how they can, how much capability they are. And since the USA has been imposing 50% tariff on India, and now it means a lot of, it means if they haven't just had a good trading with the USA, means definitely the India will face a lot of problem. But as India is just diverting the thing, the India in the future definitely won't have any kind of problem because you can see the world is not just watching India, it is counting on India. Wow. You can see Modi said addressing the top businessmen in the Japanese Economic Forum. Oh, this is a good thing. And you can see 10-year roadmap, and out of it means Japan contributed to mobilize 10 trillion yuan, approximately $68 billion in the private investment in the India. You can see how much it means how much the capability and how much the thinking capacity of both of the leaders is there. So there are two types of things. One is visionary leader, another one is a leader. And the leader is just leads the way, but visionary leader is thinking one step ahead. So in the future, how much the complication will turn. In future, what are the steps we need to take, and what are the things we need to just elaborate. Like that is the thinking point of view, kind of visionary leader. So the other thing is, this is one of the good thing. So you can see Reliance to partner with Meta, Google to bring affordable AI solutions to India. But okay, this is a good thing. But you can see now as the USA has been completely turning against it means India. Now any kind of little bit of companies such as Mukesh Ambani's or Anil Ambani's company or such as Gautam Adani company must have an investment deal with the USA. Because even though if they have any kind of problem, definitely you can see in one point of view, India is continuously opposing the USA. In another point of view, India is going a good hand with the USA because USA has a lot of superior technology. And since you would have known about a lot of fighter jet engines has been, we are just getting from the USA. Still now we are just doing same kind of mistake because definitely in the future USA won't help the India. And you can see Reliance building will begin with gigawatt scales and AI ready data centers and probably green energy and generating. So a lot of good thing has been done by the Reliance group of industry also. And you can see with the investment of 860 crores, it means 70% stake and Meta holds 30%. So definitely it will improve a lot because as India is it means how to say, India is like it's like how to say, population based market. Population based market. Because here guys, whenever we available, it means not a cheap thing, not a cheap product. Whenever we just reduce the price, each and every people will come and get that thing. Suppose if for example if water is available at 10 rupees means we'll just go and get it. We don't see which company is it. We don't know whether either this company is registered, this company has got a trademark, it has been registered trademark like that. No, just at 10 rupees okay, we'll just buy. But in foreign definitely it won't be like that. Suppose if the same 10 rupees water bottle their cost about 50 rupees means definitely after using that they will just check, because before buying they will just check whether this company is a good quality, whether what kind of product they have been making. So each and everything checking after only most of the people do. So as the India is depending on so much cheaper sector and affordable way sector, so India will be a good, it means a good area to, it means to investigate, to find a lot of business thing. For example, lot of business thing means we can just do a lot of case study in here itself, because just a deal with the government and the government will allow you, and we can do a lot of, it means case study in the India itself. So we can see that's one of the negative point of view, but other side of negative point of, positive point of view is with this thing Indian's economy can grow and as well as the Indian companies can grow. So that's the other point of view. So the next information, you can see this is one of the also other thing. Yeah, Fury, it means I think so you would have seen about the Mount Fuji. That Mount Fuji is located in the Japan. So that has just stimulated an AI simulation. So it's like a real like it's like a erupting, and what are the problems that has been caused, the land shakes and the earthquakes, and how the people should take the response necessary measure. A lot of other thing has been just showed in the AI simulated video. So after that really a lot of panic has been created. So people started to believe, oh really it has been occurred. So literally like that kind of thing has been going on like that. They have just started to believe and they have just gone to the shelter as well. So you can see how much problematic thing it is. So and after that they are, so it means the government of Japan also, you know, this is like a precautionary measure we want to just, it means we want to just show to you, because if any kind of like this problem has been occurred means definitely we want to take the necessary step. So it's like a rehearsal like that they have just told and they have just solved the issue. And you can see in the other thing, death of delivery rider sparked nationwide protest in Japan. So you can see in this one, yeah, it means a day. Then a day after the delivery rider was allegedly run over by the police armored vehicle during clashes between riders and police. So during the time he had been died. So due to that, lot of protests has been occurring in the Indonesia itself. So it means delivery riders versus policemen. A lot of, it means what to say, the Indonesian people also comes and joins in the protest. So this it means this protest should remove, it means should return in a normal way. So let us wait and see what kind of thing is going to happen. So the other one of the controversial thing is, you can see the Thailand suspended Prime Minister Paetongtarn Shinawatra. So sorry to mispronounce the name. And why this thing is, you can see she violated ethics rule in a phone call with a high-ranking Cambodian official. So what she had been just spoke is, you can see the audio conversation as this told revealed that this Prime Minister, this woman Prime Minister, called the Cambodian counterparts as an uncle and appearing to criticize the Thai army general as an opponent. You can see phone calling with the enemy and just telling our internal problems not so, and like you are an uncle and daughter like conversation. So like this had been just to increase the tension border, a lot of other problems. It means a lot of people was been acting against the Thailand government. So now the court has been suspended the Prime Minister Paetongtarn Shinawatra. So definitely it means we need to look upon it. So okay, so I think so I can understand. So the next thing, and you can see this is one of the good thing, because India and Japan Chandrayaan 5 for the lunar space polar mission. One of the good thing that has been carried out by the both of the thing, because the project name is LUPEX, Lunar Polar Exploration thing. and the mission aims to, it means one thing is it means the entire Japan will provide the rocket things, and the India will provide the main key components. It means the instrument, it means the rover, and inside the rover it means the small robotic thing will be provided by the Japan. Okay, so definitely it's a good collaboration, because we can show how this entire era has been changing before and now, because now we are just going towards the Japan. So this is another good thing that has been shown towards the India. So I think so guys, we just covered the geopolitical point of view in just a shorter bit of time. Okay, let me see you in the next video. Until then, take care, have a good day, bye bye.